Hi, I'm Tim Whitmire with First Integrity Mortgage, and joining me today is Nancy Trammell with Healthcare Solutions Team. And so I'm very excited that you're joining us today, and she is a healthcare broker. So tell me about that. What is Healthcare Solutions Team?
Well, thanks, Tim. Happy to be here. Healthcare Solutions Team was a brokerage. We're nationwide, agents all over the place. It's about 13 years old, I believe. And what we do is we build customized, affordable healthcare plans for individuals, families, and small business. We don't
Okay.
work for any one insurance company. That's why we're able to find the absolute best plan for whatever your circumstances are. We're not trying to make you fit one single plan. We're looking
Got
for
it.
what works for you.
So really, you're an advocate for the consumer then.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so how's that process work? They come into your office. They have a need for health insurance.
Right. And certainly people do occasionally come into the office, but mainly we're contacted, by phone or
Sure.
email.
Yep.
And I get some basic information,
Okay.
your birth date, zip code, whatever your circumstances are, I get all that information and I look for what's best for you, your family, or your business.
Nice.
So, it's all, health insurance is state regulated. So it depends on where you live and all that kind of thing. Our perfect market, so to speak, is anybody who's not covered by an employer health plan.
Okay.
If you work for an organization that doesn't offer that, or if they do, but your dependents aren't included on it, I can certainly
Sure.
help them
Yep.
because that's not always the best fit for your spouse and dependents. Um, Young people who are aging off their parents' policy at age 26, those who are self-employed, entrepreneurs, out of a job, getting a divorce, moving.
That all makes sense. And then we meet Wednesday mornings with a networking organization. And today you talked about you even can help have insurance for people who travel.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that with certain types of health insurance, when you leave the state um, or you leave the country,
Right.
your medical insurance does not necessarily follow you. So, yeah, we do sell very, very reasonable travel medical insurance, which can really come in handy if you're hiking in Mexico and you fall and,
It's a
break your
scary
knee.
thought.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah, that can happen. We can certainly insure you against that. Or if you have kids that travel in an elite sports organization, it's it can be very unsettling when you realize that your kid got hit in the head with a line drive, and guess what? Your insurance doesn't cover organized sports, especially not out of state. Well, we've got something that
Is
can
that
cover
common?
that as well. Actually, it's not uncommon at all.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's just the whole thought of that is
Right.
terrifying.
I mean, lots of us have kids who travel with, elite teams and, they're all over the country.
Right.
And you may not be covered for that sort of thing. So it's good to check.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
What other kind of products are out there?
Would you believe pet health insurance? We do sell pet health insurance. And,
Okay.
if you've ever owned a cat or a dog and they get old, well, you
Hey, it could
probably
be costly,
experienced.
right?
It can be very costly. That's right. We also sell what we call a health matching account, which is not the same as a health savings account. It's absolutely incredible, and I would be happy to share that information with anybody who wants to get in touch with me.
Okay. Awesome.
I've
Awesome.
got one myself.
Because I feel like that's one of the advantages of being a broker is having a full range of products. And to your point earlier, you don't have to try to fit them into something. You're
Right.
kind of just gathering the information, and you're based on who they are, what their needs are, you're able to place them with the insurance carrier that's going to be the best fit for them.
Absolutely.
And there's so many parallels because we're actually a mortgage banker, but we operate like a broker does, which we underwrite in house. But we have several lenders, and one lender might be the best for one specific situation, or one health insurance carrier might be the
Right.
best for one specific situation, but another might be better for another situation. And so to have the whole like just a number of carriers to choose from, I think is really, really important.
Right, right. And it's a really good idea to go through a broker. As you know, as a broker, a lot of people might think that, well, I can do this online. I can do this by myself. I can just go to the specific carrier that I'm familiar with. And what they don't know can hurt them.
Absolutely.
There might be a better option for you with another carrier. We're the ones who know who actually pays their claims and who doesn't. So
Yep.
that's why it's important to go through a broker. There's no charge to you to do that. We're paid by the carrier, not by you.
That's a key point.
Yes.
So the compensation is coming from the carrier.
Yes.
They're not paying you directly.
Right. They do not pay me. They
Correct.
pay the
Okay.
carrier. So that's how I'm compensated.
Nice.
And the same applies to the marketplace, Affordable Care Act plans, or Obamacare. They're all the same, different names for the same thing.
Okay.
And yes, people can do that by themselves online too. But again, they don't necessarily know which is the best one for them. And we do. And there's no charge for
And
that
there's-
kind of help.
And there's a lot to consider because rates are one thing to consider. Absolutely fine. But also, to your point earlier, when you have a claim and you have a problem, who's good to work with? Who's going to pay out?
Right.
And who's going to make your life good and who's going to make your life hard?
Right. And what it's going to cost you
when
should you actually need that insurance. It's not a matter of just what the monthly premium is
Right.
by any stretch. If you actually have to use this, if you chose the lowest premium plan, thinking that's a great idea, wait till something happens, and you might find yourself paying a much higher percentage than you ever expected.
So it's only a great idea if you just never have any issues.
Exactly. Exactly.
But if you really want to be prepared, there's other options that
Right.
might be more suitable.
Right.
Yep.
So, it's a matter of weighing your risk.
Nice.
You know?
I love that. So if someone wants to get a hold of you, needs to get a hold of you, what's the best way for someone to reach out?
Feel free to call me.
Okay.
I'll have my contact information at the end here. You can call me. You can email me. That's the best way to reach me.
Awesome. And if you would like a warm introduction, I would be happy to do that for you as well. And so thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for giving me a little forum here.
Absolutely. I just feel like it's something that's incredibly important for someone to have a source of information and have a source where there's going to be options. So I think it's incredibly important. So if you have a need for health insurance, reach out to Nancy, reach out to me. I'll introduce you. And thank you so much for being here and doing this.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys.